Say it with me. If you got the attention span of a turtle, you can fast forward. I decided to do this Hawaiian inspired Thanksgiving dinner. Year after year after year, I do like more of a modern, Americanized Southern Thanksgiving feast or dinner every single year. And this year I decided to switch it up. All right, so let's get into the marinade for the turkey. This marinade was inspired by a popular Hawaiian chicken recipe called huli huli. Don't quote me, child. I don't know if I'm saying it properly, but that is where the marinade is inspired from. I am going to be missing the sriracha. However, I did substitute with habaneros to give like that quiet heat in the back. And so this is what I'm doing here. So I have ginger, I have garlic, I have onions, I have sesame oil, I have ketchup. I know it sounds weird, but I promise you it worked. I even put ketchup in the gravy, honey. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Of course, I have some lemon juice down in here. And I'm just going to mix everything up as well as some brown sugar. And you're good to go. When you mix this up and you taste it, if it doesn't hit you in the face and knock you back into the year 2000, you need to up it up. Add some more habaneros, vinegar, or whatever you need to add. Or make sure you follow my recipe. Speaking of recipe, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box, so make sure you guys check that out. So for me, when I tasted it, I felt like I wanted more pineapple juice, so I added more pineapple juice. And I also wanted to increase the volume of the marinade as well to make sure I had enough. Once I mixed it up, it was perfect. This marinade is amazing. I'm definitely going to be using it again. Y'all going to be sick of me, honey, because I'm going to be using this marinade over and over on some steak, on some chicken, everything, period. This is my turkey. It might look a little crazy because I washed it real good and vinegar, lemons, and salt, kosher salt. And so I turned it upside down because this is the bowl I had, honey. I have nothing else bigger in my kitchen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it every 6 hours to make sure the marinade gets everywhere. So you want to sort of like get the onions, the garlic, the ginger, the habanero all under the armpits, between the legs, child. And, you'll be good to go. This marinade was so good, you guys. Like, for real, for real. I know I pump myself up a lot. I know, because I'm the best. I mean, hello. But for real, it's good. So I'm going to cover this up, get her nice and nestled in, and let it marinate overnight. So pretty much what I'm doing, I'm making everything that needs to sit overnight. This was like the night before. And so now I'm going to move on to the Hawaiian style macaroni salad. So right here I have a half an onion and some carrots. I'm going to grate the both of them on the large side of my grater. You already know, I tell y'all all the time, if you have like those fancy schmancy or food processor, you go ahead and do your thing. But your girl is going manual and just keep it like that. So I'm gonna grate the onion as well. I'm sorry, excuse me, you guys. I'm a little under the weather. I apologize. And I'm gonna grate the onion because I want some of the juice to seep out of the onion. And then what's left behind, I'm just gonna chop it up because you already know, honey. Don't take your fingers off trying to grate no onion. But I chopped up like the little chunks that I could not grate down. And so this is pretty much what I did. And this step you want to do before you even boil your pasta. So once the pasta is nice and hot, like it's giving hell, you want to add the carrot and the onion, and you want to mix this up really, really well so that pretty much it's like the steam is breaking down the onion and getting the onion nice and married in there with the pasta and the carrots. And I promise you, this step makes a difference. I know it looks like, oh, whatever. You just, no, baby. At the end of this thing here, you can tell that you did this step. Okay, so don't leave this step out. So you want to mix this up like I did and just put it to the side and let it sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes or more. You want to cool it all the way down. So now for the mixture, you have mayo, you have some milk down in here, some sugar, a little salt, a little pepper, and a little apple cider vinegar, honey. It's simple. Now, just like you guys, y'all know we do the mustard, the relish, the this, the that, da 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 da. I'm like, oh my God, this thing better be good. I'm like, I'm gonna be annoyed But baby, let me tell you something. There's something about the simplicity of this pasta salad that I can't even explain. However, the next time I make it, I will be adding some tuna. But baby, let me tell you something. I'm no longer doing the mustard, the relish, no, 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 no. I'm doing this right here. It is so delicious. And so you want to cover this up and refrigerate it, and you'll be good to go for the next day. So now let's work on this chowder. I'll be making a corn chowder, a simple, easy to make corn chowder. Now usually this recipe is made with bacon or spam. I didn't want to use the spam, so I went with ham. And this is what I have here. I have fully cooked smoked ham, and I chopped it up into cubes, and I'm sauteing that down with some garlic and onion, just like this, till it's like a little caramelized. You know, you want a little melanin going on here. This could be like a starter dish at the beginning of the, dinner, but that's neither here or there. So then I also added some potatoes and sauteed that down, if that's what you choose to do. Because some people don't add potatoes, but I want some potatoes, child. So now I'm going to add some flour down in here and cook it out for about a minute or two, as per usual. You cook flour out about a minute or two, except for when you're making mac and cheese. Next, I'm going to add some broth down in here, like I'm doing here. And you want to mix this up and bring it up to a simmer. Once it comes up to a simmer, I'm then going to add some half and half like I'm doing here. Then I'm going to add the cream corn, of course. And because I'm a texture person, I'm also going to be adding sweet whole kernel corn down in here. And I'm going to mix this up and then season it. Now, the seasoning, I didn't do the most. And the reason why I didn't do the most, because I tasted it before I seasoned it. You know, we're using ham here and all this. You don't want to season. But y'all, the corn flavor was just so good. I did not want to mask it. I did not want to mask it and mess it up. So I just went with some garlic salt, some pepper, and just kept it simple, child. This chowder is really good. This is something I'm definitely probably going to repeat again through the winter months. Y'all know I live in Texas. It don't get that cold anyway, but cold enough, honey, for a cup of this corn chowder. So I finished this off with some green onion, mixed it up, and that's it. It's so simple, few ingredients, super dirt cheap to make as well, you guys. And it could feed a lot of people, if you have like a big family. And, just double the recipe, triple, whatever you need to do, and you're good to go, and that's it. All right, so this is a Hawaiian-style coconut pudding called hapia. Like I said, don't quote me, y'all, child. And it's really simple, easy to make. This was also very delicious, very light, very fresh. Another recipe that will be repeated is coconut milk and sugar in the back in the pot. And right here is cornstarch and water. You want to mix that up and have just everything nice and ready and prepared to go once we head to the stove. So as I'm here, as soon as the coconut milk with the sugar start to simmer, you want to slowly stream in your cornstarch mixture, and everything is just going to thicken right up like a pudding. And that's pretty much it. Like, literally, that is pretty much it. Of course, you could add some vanilla and all this, that, and the third if you prefer. But I'm keeping it just as simple as how when I researched the recipe. It's pretty simple, you guys. And full of flavor. Like, I just couldn't believe it because I was skeptical myself. I'm like, what? And what is this going to taste like? But no, it's good. And, of course, you could put your own toppings, which I chose to do. And so, yeah. So, my paranoid self, child, I greased the pan because I ain't got time. So I poured out the pudding into my pan, smoothed it out, and let it cool for about 10 minutes or so. And then I topped it with some toasted coconut and some raspberries. And now you're just going to pop it in the refrigerator and let it chill overnight, or 8 hours to up to overnight is fine. As long as it's really, really chilled, it'll be good to go. You can slice it up. And yeah, but this is a very easy, simple, good, nice, refreshing dessert. Perfect for the end of dinner. All that turkey, the rice, da-da-da. You're good. So now it's the next day and it's time to work on the turkey. So now I'm making a compound butter that consists of butter, bacon, scallions, and pineapple, and some chili powder. And this is pretty much what I'm going to put underneath the skin and inside of the turkey. This step is just, I wanted added flavor pretty much. And of course, butter makes everything better. Butter and bacon. But this compound butter was great. And so this is pretty much what I used. But again, the marinade is still good to go. If you don't want to use the butter mixture, I guess. But don't leave it out, y'all. Do what I say. If anyone even, wants to make this recipe. So now, right here, I'm putting some onions and some pineapple inside the cavity of the turkey. Now, look at me, got the... Let me not go there. Let's be appropriate, Misha. Let's be appropriate, child. You know how these. But anyway, so now I'm going to start putting the compound butter underneath the skin of the turkey, like I'm doing here. Y'all make sure don't break the skin. Now, look at me telling y'all don't break the skin. Meanwhile, wait till y'all see what went down, honey. Wait till y'all see what went down. But get the butter all over in the skin like I'm doing here. Yeah, so you just want to get it all in there and just like massage it to get spread it out everywhere like I'm doing right here. I didn't have gloves, so I used a spatula. And your leftovers, you just put it under the armpits, the sides of the legs, and just smear it wherever you want to smear it. For moisture, I'm going to use pineapple juice. No, none of this made the turkey sweet or anything like that. We are going to use this juice and turkey juice, the pineapple juice mixture, whatever, and we're going to make a gravy later on. But you want to cover this up, get it nice and nestled, and pop it into the oven. Now, this next dish, which is a sauteed cabbage and spinach recipe, is not really Hawaiian inspired. It was just the afterthought of I wanted a veggie side, and so I decided to do cabbage. So I'm sauteing down a couple of strips of bacon that I had left over with some onion and some garlic, like I'm doing here. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. If you have more ham, use it. You don't want any meat, don't use it. You're good, girl. Girl, you're good. You don't need it. So after I saute this down, I did add some butter. It looks like a lot, but I promise it's not. A whole lot of vegetables are going down in here. So to the big old wok, I added a cabbage that I cut into bigger chunks because I wanted it to look a certain way once I plate up the final dish. So I added the cabbage, sauteed it down, and I seasoned it with some garlic salt, some black pepper, some Nashville hot, and some roasted garlic. Again, this might look like a lot of seasoning, but remember that big old bag of spinach is still not in here yet. So you saute this down and get it all mixed together and loved with the seasoning and broken down a bit. I did not cover this. I just kept mixing it and sauteing it down. I did not cover it. I didn't want it to accumulate too much juice, and I had it on medium-high heat. Now, this is a spinach. It was a big old bag of spinach. Those big old bag of spinach from Walmart. Yes, Walmart. And I added it down in here, and I'm just going to saute it down. I did not add any more seasoning. It did not need it. But make sure you taste your food as you go. Again, remember, all ingredient measurements will be in my description box. Make sure you guys check that out as well. So before I even take the cover off of this turkey, so y'all, the oven ate my turkey. And at this point, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I wanted to give up so bad, but I was like, you know what? Nope, fix it. And that's what I did. All right, and I'm back. Y'all, look at you could tell what my face was doing by the way I was uncovering the turkey. Look how slowly, look how I was stuck when I looked at my turkey and the oven unalived my turkey. Y'all, at this point, I was like, oh my God, today. Like, I was so excited, and look what happened to my turkey. But I was like, come on, Misha, we're going to fix this, we're going to finesse this, and we're going to be good to go. So I sliced up the turkey and put it in wash the pan, put it in the pan, and poured the sauce over here, as you can see. Now I'm making the sauce. So I have 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour, saute this down, cook it out for 2 minutes. We're making gravy, just like I'm doing right here. And by the way, the turkey broth and with the pineapple juice and all of that over there, amazing, outstanding, delicious, on point. And I'm just gonna pour half of it first down in here. I'm gonna mix it up to get it nice and married together so that it'll get nice and thick. And then I'm gonna add the other half. Now, like I said, I'm happy this happened, by the way, because, yeah, like I was saying, I'm happy this happened because it gets to show you guys that, like, things happen with me in the kitchen as well. It doesn't just happen to y'all. Okay, I be going through it up in this house, honey. But I would never post this recipe if I didn't save it. If I didn't save this turkey, I would not post it. Like, y'all would just not get this turkey feast, period. So again, the good news is it tasted amazing. It was super moist, delicious, and I'm gonna do it again. So to season this gravy, I'm gonna use the same marinade ingredients. So I went in here with the ketchup. Yes, you heard me right. Oh, okay. The ketchup, the soy, and just reseasoned it just like I did, with the marinade, and mix it up, and that was it. And I tasted it. It was great, good to go. And again, I will definitely make this again. And of course, y'all know I'm going to add some pepper. You can't have no gravy without pepper, child. All right. So let this simmer and thicken, and then I'm going to pour it over the turkey that I chopped up. But look how good it looks. It looks much better, right? So now I'm just going to pour this was all over top with the red onions, the pineapple, of course. Y'all, this turkey was so moist, so juicy, so delicious. Like, I can't even fathom. I didn't think this would even work. Most of these recipes, I ain't never made a day in my life. But, honey, they just come out immaculate every time. But this looks great. I saved it. We're good to go. We back in the game. And I'm just happy it happened. Like, I'm not going to lie. Low-key, I'm happy it happened for real. Because you get to see how you can save things. It's a 2-for-1 special. Okay? So now let's move on. All right, so now for side number 3, which is the fried rice. Now, to my wok, of course, I have onion, scallion, pineapple, ham, garlic, and carrots. And everybody's going into the pot at the same time. And we're going to saute this down for about a good 8 minutes. Get it nice and caramelized, as I'm going to be using that word a lot in this video, obviously. So once I get it nice and caramelized, I'm going to add my day-old rice. In this recipe, I'm using basmati rice, but use what you prefer. I feel like jasmine and basmati is like the best for making like any kind of fried rice across the board. I did not use eggs in this recipe because I had the pineapples. I just feel like the pineapple and the egg should not be in there together. So now I'm going to add some oyster sauce, some sesame oil, and some soy sauce. And that's it. That's it. And this was great. Okay, per my family. This was great. But you want to mix this up, get it nice and saute like I'm doing here. Break down your rice. And y'all, this smells so good. The pineapple, man, the ham and pineapple just took it there. It pretty much just took it there. And you're just going to keep breaking down the rice and sauteing down. I finished it with some more scallions, and that was pretty much it. So I had some ingredients left over. I decided to make a second dessert. So right here I have pancake mix. If you know, you know. Don't judge me though. Everything will be in the description box, describing and explaining, and you will get it. I added some shredded coconut, and I'm also going to add some coconut milk. And then I'm going to season this with almond flavoring and vanilla, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to fry it. Now, like I said in the clip, y'all already know. Y'all, oh my goodness. I see why so many people say like they couldn't be like a content creator. Y'all, it is not easy. And I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know, like, you forget things at the store. You misread things. You buy something, then you look at your paper and you're like, uh-oh, that's not what I'm supposed to have. and then you have to go back to the store. I can't even tell you how many times I went to the store to completely get everything I needed for this video. But anyway, this is me just sharing the behind the scenes drama to get things done. So, to have good product to put out to you guys. Anyway, you're going to use two spoons and form your little balls and drop them down into your 350-degree oil. And you're just going to fry them up. Once they're golden brown, they're done. You don't have to worry, oh my God. They're done, honey. They're done. You drop it, it's brown. You flip, it's brown. You're done. Don't worry about it. It's done. Believe me when I tell you, it's done. And these turned out great as well. I didn't make a sauce for it. When I tasted it, it didn't even need it. I didn't make any super sweet, super decadent, super dense desserts. Again, I got tired of doing the traditional stuff, and I just really, really wanted something different. And that's pretty much what I did this year. I did get a couple comments. Someone asked me, well, what are you making for your family for Thanksgiving since you're not cooking for actual Thanksgiving Day? I'm definitely not cooking. I'm probably going to order pizza. I'm probably going to order out pizza. I don't know, who knows? And I'll make sandwiches, but I'm definitely will not be cooking. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, you guys. But this is the coconut pudding. As you can see, it sets up really well. You could cut it, you could pick it up with your hand. It's not gonna fall apart. And look how delicious this looks. Like I said, it's not a super sweet dessert. It's not, sweet potato pie. It's not any of those things, but they're just nice, refreshing, and delicious desserts. And I think you guys should give them a try. All right, so this is the plate. You have the cabbage spinach mix, the fried rice, the turkey leg, the macaroni salad, and of course the corn chowder. Look how delicious this looks. Again, it might not be for you. You might like your traditional American Southern, food, and that's fine. I make that every single year. Every year. Make sure you check out my description box if you want to see other recipes I've made over the years. And thank you guys so much. Happy Thanksgiving. Send your family love from Misha's Corner. And I'll catch you guys, I don't know when, but I'll be back though. Love you guys. Bye.